Hey YouTubers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking about a Chevy Cruze engine and we're talking about coolant leaks. And in a couple previous videos we talked about the thermostat leak, we talked about the overflow reservoir tank leaking. In this video we want to direct our attention to the actual hose because over time those hoses can dry, they can warp. All those temperature changes with both the outside air temperature as well as the constant temperature changes of your engine, those hoses go through a lot of wear and tear. Let's take a look. At the car now, and the hood is open, the engine is off, and that is by design for this video. And the top right corner of your engine compartment, you see the overflow reservoir coolant tank. On the top portion, your return line that feeds into the top portion. And down at the bottom, you have a larger hose that connects itself to an extension lip that feeds out of the bottom portion of this reservoir tank. And this clamp secures it and creates that coolant type or watertight seal and does not allow any coolant to leak out. However, over the years with temperature changes, with the actual outside temperature, as well as all the times you're running this engine and changing temperatures inside this entire compartment, a few things happen to these hoses. They dry, and that leads to dry rotting and cracking, and they also warp. And the problem that a lot of people are running into is when this tip of the hose warps, dry rots, or cracks, this clamp is no longer able to create that watertight or coolant type seal to not allow any coolant out of this portion of the connection. And that leads to leaks. And that is not good because anytime you have a coolant leak, your engine will continue to warm up and run hotter and use more coolant, and before you know it, your engine is all out of coolant because your system is running much harder than it needs to, and the actual coolant is leaking in this portion. So what I recommend is purchasing a new rubber hose. Even if it looks decent or okay, it's very possible that this hose right at this tip underneath this connection point here or this clamp is possibly dry rotted, cracked, or warped. And again, that clamp is no longer creating that coolant tight or watertight seal, not allowing any leaks. So with that said, if you're curious where this hose runs to, again, the bottom portion of the overflow reservoir tank, and it feeds down and goes all the way down into this portion right here. That's where you connect it and it secures to the next part. So try going to AutoZone or your local auto parts store, and purchasing that new hose may fix the problem. If it doesn't, it's very possible that you have an issue with your reservoir tank. And what I recommend while you're changing this hose, inspect this bottom portion connection that feeds out of the tank and into the hose and allows this hose to connect. It's very possible that this part is harmed or cracked and causing a lot of stress on the hose itself and the clamp, thus causing a leak. So if that's the case, we have a separate video that runs you through the step-by-step process on how to replace this entire reservoir tank. It's very easy and a very friendly DIY project. Definitely check it out. That's it, YouTubers. Hope the video helped. Do us a favor, below the video you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely go to your settings, turn on your YouTube notification bell. Once you do that, every video that we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us, and that will be awesome. Thanks for watching.